Another episode of Pet Pals. I'm Bethany Davidson, the Humane Educator here at Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center, and I'm joined by our volunteer coordinator, Sean Snyder. And we have a ton of new pets to introduce you to today. And the first one is Hazel, and she is one of our pit bull mixes. And she's been with us since the end of July, and a lot of pit bull mixes kind of struggle to find homes. And she's also a little bit older at 5 to 6, which can make it a little bit more challenging. But she's an incredibly sweet dog. She walks really nicely on leash. She's very affectionate. She is starting to play with some toys. She has a lot of great qualities. And because she's not a puppy, that's a selling point for me, because that means she's not going to be jumping up on you all the time. You're not really going to be dealing with as many difficulties with house training. So there's a lot of great qualities to getting a dog that's a little bit older, like Hazel.
Would Hazel do well in a multi-dog home?
So Hazel's been hit or miss here with some of our other dogs. You know, it really just depends on how they're interacting with her. If they are kind of easygoing, relaxed, or ignoring her, they're positive, then she's been positive with them. If they have been a little bit more rambunctious, or maybe weren't as interested in her, they kind of had a negative attitude, then she reciprocated as such. But whenever you're adopting a dog from us and you have an existing dog, it is actually a requirement that you bring your dog to our facility. We try to pick kind of a neutral area outside, and then we'll do some parallel walking, kind of a dog-to-dog meet and greet to see if the two dogs are going to get along. It's not always a 100% indicator of how they'll be in a home, but it's definitely going to let you know if it's something that, with a little bit of management and training and just some counter conditioning, those types of things, if it'll work out for you.
Hazel was relinquished by her owner. Why was that?
So Hazel was actually given to someone else, and then that person, after a period of time, brought her to the shelter. And the reason that person stated they had him in the first place was because of the breed. The dog wasn't allowed to be in the home. So if you're looking to adopt a pit bull and you rent, or you have a homeowners association, any of those types of things, you want to make sure that you're doing some research to find out if you're allowed to have that breed in that home. Sometimes your homeowner's insurance will go up. So just making sure that that's a breed that is not going to affect you in a negative way, because unfortunately a lot of pit bulls are on those restricted lists, so they can't live in like a lot of apartments. Other dogs that can be on that list sometimes are German Shepherds, Rottweilers. So you just want to make sure that you're always following up with your landlord or your homeowners association before you're jumping in to adopting a dog, just to make sure that you're not going to have to do what this person had to do and then pretty quickly after rehome them. If you're interested in Hazel, you can always find more information about her by visiting us, and you can make an appointment to do that by going to visitfcac.a